You're watching Fox 10 Phoenix now.
But we begin with a Fox 10 news alert in Phoenix where a police officer has been hurt in a bad crash through the overnight hours.
So Danielle has been live all morning long. This is right in the area of I-17 Buckeye Road. Good morning, Danielle.
Yeah, good morning. When we spoke to you at 6 o'clock in the morning, this intersection was still closed. It's now open fully to traffic after police continued their investigation through the early morning hours. It is now wrapped up here. You can see the scene has since been cleared, but wow, a pretty bad crash out here. All happened at 12:45 this morning. You guys can take a look at that overnight video right there. That is the police cruiser that was completely flipped over because of this crash. So that cruiser was involved as well as two other vehicles. We know that the officer from the patrol vehicle, he was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Two other adults from those two other cars also taken to the hospital as well with non-life-threatening injuries. So definitely great news that nobody was seriously hurt in this crash, and everybody is expected to survive, especially looking at the damage you can see there. I mean, that police cruiser was just completely crushed, and we saw that once the tow truck was flipping it over and putting it on the tow truck. So a lengthy investigation. We don't know exactly how this happened, who caused this crash at this time, but the Phoenix Police Department is saying that impairment, possibly a factor, just still not confirmed at this point, but we're working to get those details. But once again, if this is part of your morning commute right here, completely back open for traffic this morning. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, good news for commuters there in that area. Danielle, thank you for that live report. Now on to a Fox 10 weather alert as we brace for yet another round of winter storms.
If you count earlier in the week, last weekend, we're on like three or four.
Yeah, this is the third, yeah.
Yeah, that means we have a good chance that we're going to see more rain in the valley. Now that rain coming down fast and furious. That's Queen Creek yesterday afternoon. East Valley really getting hit hard by the heavy winds and the rain. I think it started just drizzling in Scottsdale around 3:30 and then boom, picked up.
Yeah, that East Valley really got clobbered, and Crystal will have a look at that coming up. But what a difference a day makes. Look at this. On the left are the Superstition Mountains on Wednesday, right around 5 p.m. And on your right, this is what it looked like yesterday, right around the same time. Those mountains completely shrouded in those clouds.
In the meantime, a few months late, but the high country has turned into a winter wonderland. This is what it looks like in Flagstaff. Wow.
The wind's whipping too.
I know, right? Roads covered in snow. Drivers tried to navigate those streets. Several major highways closed because of the snow and some bad crashes.
So all that talk of a dry winter is a distant memory at this point, with new rounds of storms on their way again today.
Of course, we have team coverage for you this morning. Crystal will have a closer look at our forecast in just a minute. But first, we begin in Flagstaff. Nicole Kersian is live this morning. Nicole, yesterday you had Bigfoot. That's amazing.
Hi. Oh, yes. Yeah, I wish that he was up. I think he might be still snoozing in his cave or something. He's not going to join me this morning. But yeah, we did see a rare sighting of him yesterday. So who knows what we'll see today. But yesterday when I talked to you guys at noon, we hadn't really seen any precipitation. It was just starting to come down a little bit, and it was kind of hail-like. And then, Anita, you mentioned the rain started to come in about 3:30 down in the valley, and then 4, it was like... whew, the same thing happened up here, and now this is what we've got. So this morning, Flagstaff is waking up and digging out because there are several inches of snow. AZ Snow Bowl actually tweeted out that they had 21 inches of snow up there at Snow Bowl. So people who are coming to ski and snowboard, if you made it up last night, that's going to be a good place to be today. Just got to get up that Snow Bowl road. But we did want to show you a little bit of the conditions that we're seeing here this morning. You're seeing some video from yesterday right now, but out here right now, the snow, it was really pretty good packing snow at first, and now it's gotten a lot fluffier, but still a good coating for any kids that want to go out and maybe work on some snowballs, work on a snowman. But this is what we wanted you to really pay attention to. You might be able to hear kind of the crunching of my feet on this, because take a look at this. Right under the snow, is this thick chunk of ice. So this is right on a sidewalk. We're right in downtown Flagstaff. You know what that means. The roads are also going to have some ice to them as well. Now, I do want to shout out the heroes of the morning. The street department has been out here all morning, and we've seen people like this. They've got snow plows. We've seen people with snow blowers, people shoveling sidewalks. Flagstaff is prepared for something like this in terms of getting dug out the next day. And so that's the good news, is it's a lot nicer today with less wind right now. I know the windy conditions are coming, and I know Crystal's going to talk about that in a little bit, but right now really enjoying just this quiet, beautiful blanket of snow that we've got in Flagstaff. There is another round coming through later today, so Crystal can talk to you a little bit about that. Right now, though, people just waking up and kind of enjoying the look of the winter wonderland that we've got up
I was going to say it's very peaceful. There's nobody out there, Nicole. Where is everybody? Still sleeping in?
No, there's... Yeah, I think that people are really just probably still defrosting their cars. We've seen several cars that looked like they were under several feet of, or several inches of snow that was going to need to be dug out. I think that there's a chance. NAU canceled classes today, so I know that campus is pretty dead right now, and I think that that's to be said for the rest of Flagstaff. People really getting a slow start to their Friday, which I guess works for a good start to the weekend if you got a snow day today.
There you go. Nicole, we appreciate your live report up there. And Crystal, we've been talking about this. This has kind of been like a 1, 2, now 3 punch.
Yeah, that's this week, and I think we had 3 rounds up in the high country last week.
Wow.
So will this be around
6 punts?
I'm gonna have to go look and check, but I think so, which is amazing. We needed it. March has been good to us. Take a look at this live view. This is from our friends over the Grand Canyon Conservancy of the Bright Angel Trail, covered in snow, a little icy. I don't know if I'd recommend hiking right now, but it is beautiful. Grand Canyon, Sedona, anywhere with those red rocks when it's covered in snow. I mean, oh man, it's just a gorgeous look. And there's that current view where Nicole is, 22 degrees. She's bundled up with good reason. It's cold out there and still a touch breezy, but it will turn windier as the day progresses. So this is the view from Fox Vision. Clouds for us now across especially the southern half of the state. But you see all that moisture locked up in California? Yep, heading our direction again. So our rain chances in the valley today, this is later in the afternoon into the evening, about 40%, ticking up to 80% by the time we go through the night. But here's the good news. If you got plans this weekend, you're like a birthday party outside, we're warming up, we're drying out as well. And in the high country, we are still looking at the potential for some gustier winds, which may drop visibility with some snow by later this evening and into tonight. Not as high of threat levels. We'll put about a 2 out of 4 on the scale, but that does mean travel still is going to be risky, especially into tonight. We'll talk more about this with our Futurecast in a few.
We have an update on the search for a missing hiker that was taking place in the Northwest Valley.
Yeah, we're talking about Luke Wannenberg. He is reported to be found safe, so some good news this morning. Police say he knocked on the door of a home, told the resident that he was tired and cold. The 20-year-old is said to be in good condition this morning. He went missing after going for a hike last Saturday afternoon and never returned. Peoria police spent much of the time in the past week looking for him. Police have not yet said what happened to him while he was gone or why he went missing in the first place.
Developing a litter of puppies receiving critical care as we speak. They were left overnight at the Arizona Humane Society in a plastic bin. Look at those tiny babies. Workers say 7 of them were extremely hypothermic when they were found yesterday morning. Sadly, one of the puppies did not survive. Others have since been transferred to the Humane Society's trauma hospital. The 6 pups are under a guarded prognosis. They are getting bottle fed every few hours and kept warm in a kennel. Let's talk about the weather. The storm cleared just in time for Arizonans to see that total lunar eclipse. Did you get up early, stay up late?
I sure did not. No, I was hoping that the viewers at home would fill us in, and our cameras actually captured the blood moon as it rose over Phoenix last night. So take a look. This is what it looked like last night. It was clear enough in the valley to see it quite well, giving those who saw it firsthand a very unique sight. Now, this celestial event is when the moon passes into the Earth's shadow from the sun. It was totally covered, leaving it with that red color. It reached peak just before midnight last night. But how cool is that?
Pretty incredible.
For something fun to do this weekend, why not load up the whole family and head out to the East Valley for the Ostrich Festival in Chandler.
Crystal says it's going to be perfect weather to be outside. Kicking off today, Tom is live all morning long showing us what is going on. Now, Tom, the instructions you received, about an hour or so ago were you will ride that ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know. You know what? We had meetings like 3 days in a row. We talked to management. I'm going to throw up if I get on some of those rides. I just am not good. I get dizzy just looking at those rides. But they have 35 rides, so I'm sure they've got a choo-choo train somewhere or some kind of a buttercup I can get into. But here they are. 24 of my best friends, and the cool thing is you can just come right up here and say hello to them and they'll visit with you. But they also have one that you can pet. Yeah. They've got Ozzy here. Ozzy's going to be out here too, so if you bring your kid out, you can say hello to Ozzy. But I've got Jamie Levine here. She knows everything about the Ostrich Festival. Jamie, always fun to see you. So much work. Tell me about the ostriches. Where did these guys come from?
Yeah, you know what? They're local. They come from Rooster Cogburn's ranch.
I've been there.
Yeah, right down the street. And, you know, it's interesting. This year we've got all females.
Really?
These are all female ostriches out here.
So it's ladies' night.
It is ladies' night, and these ladies know what to do.
Well, you know, you and I know a few things about ostriches. I'll tell you this much. I've heard that they can live to be 70 years old.
They can. And did you know that they can run up to 75 miles per hour?
I don't know. 75? You sure it's not 35?
Oh, it's 35. Just kidding.
Hey, did you know that an ostrich's eye is bigger than their brain? That doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise me. Did you know that the ostriches are the only two-toed bird in the world?
Yeah, well, you know, they don't have any teeth, and they eat rocks sometimes to grind their food.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Did you know?
Did you know that an ostrich can kill a lion with one kick?
Oh my gosh. Hey, you know, if you guys come out here, you can buy a full-blown ostrich egg and take it home for $40. Yeah, it'll feed an army of 5 at least. And you can get just an empty ostrich eggshell for $25, but there's so much going on. Okay, so Roger Klein and the Peacemakers are playing tonight, but there's some other things going on the stage before he gets there.
That's right. So this is our community day. So we've got an event going on called Kids Shaping Our Community, where we have a number of kids that are performing on the main stage, which is pretty cool that these kids get to perform on the main stage that all of these national recording artists are performing on. So that kicks off at 4 p.m. So come out and support all these kids that are going to really blow your mind. They're really, really significant.
I can't wait for the first drum solo.
Yes, I can't either.
The kid's like, hey, I'm on the main stage. I'm taking it from here, you guys. Let's start banging on that drum. Tell everybody about prices. How much does it cost to get into this?
Yeah, so the prices start at $30. You know, we've got a number of great opportunities. You can buy tickets at the door. You can buy tickets online. We also have our great partners, Bash's and Food City. So at those select locations, which is located on our website, you can get discounted tickets there.
Yeah, very good. Hey, ladies, who would like a little cream corn maybe for breakfast, or maybe a little hay? I might have some. Everybody wave. You guys, everybody wave over here. Yeah. Yeah, I got 24 of my best friends out here, you guys. Isn't this fun? They're so beautiful. How you guys doing? Hey, give me 5. I don't get too close. I don't get too close. They'll bite the earpiece right out of my ear.
They do look like they're about ready to peck, though, don't they? With that, like.
I do love the fact that their eye is bigger than their brain.
So is mine.